Nostalgia.
I feel the power.
Wait. Hang on, best part.
Yay.
Nostalgia.
It's like we've entered a whole new world.
When I was younger, I only saw the logo as the P and nothing else.
I mean, it's like it's the base.
Yeah, it took me a while to find the S.
Yeah, it hides in there.
It's like going into a whole new world. That world being 25 years ago.
So, James, what are we doing?
The DualShock analog controller is required to play this game.
Why is it required?
What is this game?
So, remember way back when we tried to play Ape Escape on the loose? Well, let's pretend that never happened and start over from the very beginning.
I mean,
Why?
I will.
Wasn't that like my first commentary with you guys?
I think it was, but I could be wrong. But no, let's revisit the tale of how a cute little white monkey found himself a helmet that does bad things.
To his head.
Let us revisit the tale of how this one random white monkey became Tetsuo from Akira.
And let's revisit why we never hide automatic weapons in a zoo.
It's like, how did they get all this machinery in the first place?
Also, seriously, I can't be the only one that sees the Tetsuo, like, thing, right?
No, because it's the helmet. It's like the yeah, no, I get that. I get that.
The cape, all that stuff.
Hey.
It's the scarf.
Oh yeah, that too.
I forgot how bad the game's draw distances, though.
This was like the launch game for the new generation of games.
For the DualShock, yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Well, it was because, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be looking at the very original Ape Escape for the PlayStation 1.
Do you think you'll ever catch that monkey?
Those monkeys on the Ape Escape logo look nothing like the apes in the game.
Yeah, well, yeah, you know what? That's American marketing for you. Who gives a crap about all this cutesy stuff? We want our animal mascots to look all...
Who cares if Kirby is smiling? We want to make him look pissed the fuck off!
That's what the monkey on the right is saying.
I would be actually really concerned if the monkeys looked like that, but who knows? Double-edged sword later. What are we do? How are we doing this today, James?
Well, we're gonna start a new game, obviously.
You have to start from the new.
You did that right as I told you to, though. That can only mean one thing. This game is live.
Yes, it is live. This is gonna be our first live Ape Escape thing, and honestly, considering I'm pretty much going to be doing the entire franchise, the entire series anyway, I may as well do the whole thing live.
Also, I never thought I could hear the perfect unenthusiastically enthusiastic, but you somehow pulled it off, Logan.
Hey, Spike.
So remind us, who are these two, laddies? Yeah, who are these?
So the redhead is Spike, the bluehead is Jake, and they are friends with the local professor who's currently making a time machine.
Wait, they're friends with the local professor who's currently living in a anime Pokemon center.
I was going to say the house from Cubics, but okay.
I think it looks like a Pokemon center from the Pokemon anime.
Which one was it? Oh, here it is.
Not that one.
Ooh, big red button.
Even though the button was clearly yellow.
Sonic Boom's gone gold.
So yeah, that helmet that Spectre was, the white monkey, his name's Spectre. The professor made that helmet, and among other things, he also made the time machine. And the monkey figured, why don't we use this time machine to go back in time and change the past so that monkeys shall rule?
No. One of them thought, I like that idea. And apparently, the time machine is impervious to those who are wrapped in rope.
Man, look at all the GameCubes flying around.
Because everybody got sucked in, except for them.
It actually works.
And it works for monkeys and not humans.
My voice does not match my character model at all.
Time for celebrating. We've got to do something.
Okay, Misty.
Maybe get out of the ropes?
It might as well be Misty.
Was that? I thought Misty was in a different dub.
She's in the second game.
Yeah.
Okay.
More on that later on. So yeah, give us the rundown, Professor.
Spike, can you hear me? You must listen carefully. Something awful has happened. There's been an accident. The time station has been activated by Spectre and you're being transported back in time. You'll soon arrive in the lost land when dinosaurs roam the earth. Spectre has sent the apes back in time to try to change the course of history. His plans for world domination have begun. And if we don't stop the apes, history will be changed forever. You're our only chance.
Alright, we gotta move it
Two
along.
of my gadget inventions, the Stun Club and the
this
Time
going to
Net,
be
were
on the
also
test?
caught in the transport.
Yes.
I want you to use them
It's
to
gonna
catch
be on
the
the
apes and send them
PSATs.
back here.
Because they will actually have
Stun Club can
occasional
use to defend
optional
yourself against
tutorial
attackers.
challenges we have to succeed in.
Hold on. I got that joke, Icky. That was actually
To
clever.
catch them with the Time Net. There isn't time for any
Thank
monkey
you.
business, Spike.
What
Our
you
fate
said.
is in your
Whatever.
hands. We're depending on you. Be careful.
And the moral of the story, children, is that this show needs subtitles.
Yeah.
A lot of PS1 games needed them, which is why I think On the Loose added them.
They did.
Yes, they
Oh
did.
my god, look at that monkey wireframe!
Yeah.
I mean, hey, this game did try its damnedest with the technology it had, but
And it looks like they're already wreaking havoc on this timeline, because look at that rocket ship.
And it looks like they're wreaking havoc on Green Hill Zone.
And what the hell are these little acorn things? Those aren't monkeys.
That's a whole nother story. James, how do we, for those who have never for any reason seen an Ape Escape game, because it is now getting to the point where most gamers are younger than this franchise is anymore.
honest, it's saddening to me that those that were born when this game came out are old enough to drink.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ow, shit!
In the US.
No. You want to feel how bad it is? Those who were born when Those who were born when the first Metal Gear Solid came out, they are old enough to drink as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
the main thing behind the Ape Escape games, namely the console ones, is that most if not all your movements are with the two analog sticks. The left stick to move, obviously, and the right stick to use your gadgets.
Yep.
No face buttons except for selecting your stuff.
And this was sort of revolutionary in a sense, even though, by the PS2 era, people started to have the common sense to use the right stick for the sake of the camera, as opposed to, just throbbing around their stun clubs or shaking their time nets.
And wasn't this game what started off? I don't think I've seen it. A lot of other games do this, but this one, you have to jump with the R1 button.
Yep.
R1 or R2 are what you use to jump. And say if you need to move the camera, you got to use the D-pad. So that's cumbersome as shit, as I always use the L1 button instead.
I think that's fair, because otherwise...
So to get into a little bit of specifics here, this is the first game built specifically with the DualShock controller in mind, because I think early copies were bundled with the DualShock.
Also, can I just say, I love Spike's running animation.
Yeah,
kind of hobbles about.
Very fast, very frantic, which is more than I could say for the PSP remake.
I mean, it's a whole load of monkey business as far as I can see.
All in all, what
That's
you just
my
saw is
job.
more or less the gist of what we're going to be trying to tackle in this time-traveling bonanza. Find monkeys.
Bonanza
capture-
or Banananza?
Matt, that was forced, and you should go to the corner for that.
Yes,
we're going to
sir.
go
What
into the
you've
next...
done.
Yes, okay.
As I'm saying, that was... Oh, boy. James, what was your history with this game?
So my history with this game, I mean, I was always somewhat aware with this franchise, as during my my days watching Toonami and whatnot. Though I didn't start getting actively into it until a PS2 demo disc, which you got from the PlayStation Magazine and whatnot. It had a demo, or not a demo, but a trailer for the PSP remake of the game, which caught my attention. So I decided to actually look into the franchise after that, and I've pretty much been a diehard fan since.
Okay. This was mainly one of those games where I never bought it. I just discovered it one day in our living room, because I guess somebody had already brought it over, or somebody had it, and the colorful visuals and the premise of it was certainly unique. Let's see. The Monkey Book.
Yeah, why don't we check up on those monkeys that we up and captured?
3 out of who many monkeys?
The Who Many is that one's kind of stuck. We'll have to find him later, because, you will not... Noonan.
Has helmet hair problems.
They did a lot of cute little flavor text, Georgie.
Wants to watch wrestling.
I'm assuming those stats actually are, those will become important later on in terms of, what the different types of pants these monkeys wear.
Yes.
Yeah, more on that later.
Oh, boy.
So, before we actually move on, let's actually save our game, because,
You can never be too safe when it comes to manual saving game.
Oh, of course. This was before the age of autosaving.
Yep.
Well,
and,
or at least before autosaving actually took off.
right. Now, so now that we're going into this a bit further, now that he's back, I want to make sure he's involved. Hype, how did you first hear about this whole Ape Escape nonsense?
Well, first off, sorry for that bit of silence. Not that people want me to apologize for that.
I know,
I
you're
was
fine.
looking at the dogs were causing some ruckus, and I was seeing what's wrong with that. As far as like history with Ape Escape goes, I remember my earliest memory with the first game at least. My cousins had a demo disc. I don't know if it was the same kind that I had when I first played CTR, but it's a demo. It was a demo disc of the first couple of levels, and I remember watching them play through it, and I played through it as well, and it was pretty fun and interesting compared to the other PS1 games I was playing at the time. I didn't touch the series a whole lot up until, like, even then, I'd never played them up until then, but I've been watching, like, playthroughs of them from time to time. Like, I think it was James having us on board for the PSP remake that got me a little bit more re-interested into the series.
Yeah, all right.
That's good.
We got our first optional gadget, or not optional. Jeez, our first passive gadget that we don't actually equip it. It's just a permanent upgrade now.
Yep. So now we have access to the water net. Basically, without this, Spike's not much of a swimmer, so he needs a little bit of a handicap. That's where the water net comes in.
Yep, and it's called the net because we can also capture monkeys with it. Let's see, we're trying to go across the board. Icky, since like you said with On the Loose, that was one of our first commentaries we had you, like, what were your experiences with the monkeys?
As far as back as I can remember, I used to play this game all the time with, my sister and especially my dad.
Wow.
This was back when I got the, the PlayStation... Actually, what the hell am I saying?
This one? It was on the PlayStation 2, or... Well,
I got this one first, PS1, which we got from our babysitter at the time, actually.
Okay.
We also got a Spyro. We got the Frogger games. I think we got CTR. And
then did you mention that you had, like, tried out the other entries in the series?
I have Ape Escape 2. I still have Ape Escape 2 in fact. It's just that... Okay, to go into a little bit of a finer detail, I was going to record Ape Escape 2 for the channel, but, a thing happened, I guess.
The elephant soup happened.
Yeah. It's
so
okay,
now I'm
though,
letting
it
James
happens.
Fan take the reins.
Which he's technically going to be doing... potentially
Probably for the best, though, considering I have most, if not all, that game's, events pretty much mapped to memory.
Gotcha.
Mentally mapped.
That's fair. I need to try out the other games. 2 looks like a really solid, like, continuation, and 3 just looks ridiculous.
Well, of course.
I never played 3.
I think both games are, they're very solid, but they do amp up the goofiness of the franchise, like, big time. And you say that about Ape Escape 2, Ape Escape 3, I'm not going to disagree with you there. At the same time, hey, get back here.
He's jumping for it like a frog.
boy.
Get him.
You're a
Back
monkey,
here, you.
not a frog. Get back here.
And here we have probably one of the previous enemies in the game popping up from the ground, literally, in like
Where?
2 seconds, I think.
Oh, is this the weird snoot monster?
Yeah, the weird snoot things that pop out of the ground. You can tell where they are by the shadow, like there.
There it is.
I hate that thing.
those.
It
Ow.
doesn't look too bad. But,
I know, but when I was younger, it used to scare the shit out of me.
But yeah, real quick as we're going around the table, James, you were mentioning about Ape Escape 2. With the
Ape Escape
craziness.
2, I honestly think is probably one of the goofier games of the franchise, and that's only because, well, a lot of the scenarios you have to go, like, the set piece you have to go through, don't really make that much sense. Like, with this game, you can definitely say, got away with its set pieces because it revolves around time travel. Ape Escape 3, well, all the areas we were going through are practically movie sets. Ape Escape 2 just does whatever the fuck it wants.
Oh.
Also, Yellow Monkey.
Ape Escape 2, I feel, is more like a world tour.
In a way, yes, though if it is a world tour, then by God, it feels like it's something straight out of a Saturday morning cartoon.
It's a crazy world. It's like Sonic. It's like Sonic the series, not Saturday, the other one. But
AOSTH.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're getting into
AOSTH.
specifics, they got the 4Kids voice actors from Pokemon to dub Ape Escape 2.
I don't mind.
And it's really blatantly obvious, and I love it.
For the American dub, if you can believe that. Funny enough, Ape Escape 2 was eventually ported to the to the PS4, but they use the European version, and it's far different than what you'd think.
That's fair.
Wait, what?
They use different actors for the European dub.
Okay.
Not to mention, in the European dub, they actually called the characters by their Japanese names.
Huh. Alright. Nice.
I'm
And then,
surprised that monkey noticed you not.
and then going
Did
around...
not notice you.
Oh, hello.
Oh, because he was crouching.
Actually, before I deal with you, I just noticed there's a Spectre coin down there.
So what are the Spectre coins?
I was gonna say I'll ask what those are for in just a moment. Matt, what do you know about Ape Escape up till this point?
Oh, am I allowed to talk again? Oh, okay.
That's what I'm here for, Matt. Continue.
Yeah, okay.
We got the monkeys.
Yes.
Well, I don't have much history with Ape Escape, actually. The most I know is that the monkey Spectre is voiced by my favorite voice actor, Crispin Freeman, in a couple games, but that's about it.
Oh.
Actually, let me check which game that is.
Yeah, I know he voices in at least one.
Okay.
Maybe you're thinking Crispin Freeman. Are you sure? Did he voice him in like I know he was voiced by D. Bradley Baker in the PSP remake. I think Crispin Freeman
Pumpkin
probably
Prime.
voiced him in like 3 and Ape Escape Academy.
I just noticed here,
I
Crispin Freeman voiced him in Pumpkin Primed.
Oh yeah, the one that totally doesn't sound like a James knockoff.
Kind of. But
My
yeah, that was,
monkeys!
yeah, that was where he voiced him in that one.
Alright.
Which we
Okay.
looked into doing Pumpkin Primed. It's just the emulation was a little weird with that one.
We were able to get it mostly fixed though, so we'll tackle that at some point or another.
I don't mind, especially since that one's like, isn't that the one that's like more heavily based on the actual like on the anime that they made for the series?
Something like that, and in some ways it can also be considered a direct sequel to Ape Escape 1, more so than Ape Escape 2, but it ended up being.
I mean, yeah, that was a funny thing. Oh, okay, sorry. And then yeah, sorry, I'm trying to keep everything all organized and going one at a time. Yeah, Icky brought up the Spectre coins. Are those needed? Do we need those?
Not really. You just collect them for the sake of unlocking the mini-games.
Okay.
Okay, so you do need them.
Well, again, just for the sake of the mini-games, you don't exactly need them. You can totally ignore them if you wanted to.
I know
Also
why I
worth
need
noting
them.
is that the blue mailboxes, unlike the red ones, you actually have to whack on them to get their particular hint. Like the red ones, whenever you get close to them, are just like, oh, I sense a spiky redhead nearby. I should probably open up.
The other ones respect your time. Are like maybe he doesn't need to know this tidbit. Maybe he doesn't
You
even
got
know
a
that.
tutorial message.
Maybe he doesn't need to learn the fact that
You got
in most
mail.
yeah, I would say maybe he doesn't need to learn the fact that in most cases, fun fact audience, most cases you will not be able to collect all of the monkeys in one run.
Right. There are some cases where you're going to need a power-up that you can only get later on in the level.
Or later on in the game.
Did I give you that yet? No, actually. Darn. Well, remind me to do that later.
Crap, that would be very helpful if I had that. And
Remind me
then
to invent a thing.
invent a thing. One thing.
A
not
long
two.
stick.
It just comes back with a lot of PVC pipe. And you're like just reaching through the bars, hoping for the best. But anyway, but yeah, no. Other than that, this was the start of a pretty solid 3D platformer, and
Ow!
and I
And
mean,
Snooty's like, don't worry, little monkey friend, I got you. Oh!
I mean, it's no surprise then that like
Ow.
literally.
Yes, that did indeed hurt.
Oh, sorry about that. It's and other than that, it's like it's no surprise that like literally 4 console generations later, we're still using the old DualShock.
I have a question. What
Yeah.
the fuck is our health? Is that like
Cookies.
Are those so? Those are cookies. I thought they were like crackers or something.
They're cookies.
Well, they're crisps depending on
You
where
get
you're
5
from. But yeah, they're
cookies, and if you lose all your cookies, then you get life over.
You get
Not a game
boomed.
Yeah.
over, but you lose life.
More like you lose your shirt.
Yeah.
Don't lose your shirt. It's important. But yeah.
Hence the little, the upside down Triforces here are energy chips. Collect 100 and you get an extra shirt.
Oh, okay.
It sounds like one of those special deals you get out like whenever you get like a bag of Doritos, and it's like, buy these many bags and send in proof of purchase, and you'll get a free shirt.
Collect enough
And then-
box tops.
Oh
And
god.
then I guess I was
Not
to
the
say,
box
Hype, did you ever look into like the old TV show or the other Ape Escape games?
Well, Like I said, most of my experience with the games is mostly just what I've seen on playthroughs and what James has shown us. Like, between the PSP remake...
Oh
the
god,
times
look
he
guys, it's Niteria Rex!
Oh god.
King
Oh, you're gonna
Jones.
charge.
Back when they thought that all dinosaurs were reptiles.
Let me see if I can get this guy early. Dang it.
Oh,
And not just overgrown chickens with scales.
go for the skill shot.
Which they totally were.
Oh, it's either you
Okay,
get
that
the
was
skill
convenient.
shot. It's either you get the skill shot or have the guy bash his head 3 times. Anyway,
You have to
yeah, you have to
bash
bash
his
it 3
head
times. Oh, hey, that didn't count.
Or a couple of times.
there it goes.
And you
Ow.
still got
Sorry.
it.
Sorry, and then continue.
health
Okay,
is-
you got
Oh,
the
ah!
skill shot. Yay!
You cheated him.
Yes.
And
I
then,
totally cheated, but it was worth it.
and then yeah, back to you, hype.
I don't know, they seem like they were pretty dumb with my opinion there.
No, we got the skill shot. That was important for profit, maybe. Continue.
I guess the only other thing I can add to that is that, like, I have not seen any of the cartoons related to it, be it the anime or the one that James curses to heaven and hell.
Ah, yes, the Frederator cartoon. We do not speak of that trash in this channel.
There's a
Butch
Frederator
Hartman
cartoon?
What?
More on that next time, folks, because we're actually done with the first world.
Oh,
Oh,
That
well,
was quick.
that was
that's
quick.
handy. Yes, it is.
Yeah, if you know what you're doing, you can blaze through this game pretty quickly, assuming you're not going for an all-monkey run.
Which is required for the best ending, but...
Yeah, I don't mind the. Oh dear God.
Don't worry, though, we will be doing an all-monkey run, because honestly, it doesn't feel satisfying if I do.
Hang on.
Already 6.2% through the game.
Before we end the video, James, I'm not. We will talk about in the next part, but I actually just on recording, I want to get this captured. Everyone's initial immediate reaction to the official character art for the Ape Escape TV show by Frederator.
Yeah, that's about right.
Oh, good lord!
Till next time, everybody.
Bye.
It's evil!
Spectre looks okay.